What's up, everybody? Damn, I fucking love that. I'm not Irish, but I'm enjoying that for sure. All right, what's up, JC? Good afternoon, guys. Good afternoon. What's up, John? Where's my kilt? Real quick, let me introduce my cohort, Caesar. What's up, Caesar?
Hello. Yeah, we're gonna have a good show today. We have some good people to talk to. The old Clan McDonald. We're gonna
That
have
was
some
hard.
have a
Don't do
good
that
time.
again. Don't
Come
fucking
on.
do that
I'm
again.
gonna do it all night.
What's up, Brandon?
Yep, let's
What's
go.
up, Creek? All right. Without further ado, get too excited right now. Let's get this duo. It's not a duo, it's a whole group, but we got two of them right now. One's not as pretty as I, but he's pretty close. And then we have a great guy named Steven. He will chop off your head and take off your powers. So we got, oh, I forgot, we got Dana, we got the brains.
We
Sorry,
have the
Steve, go ahead.
brain. What's up, everybody?
Welcome.
Doesn't that music just make you want to go to Scotland and just
Not
dance?
Irish.
First
And
of all,
not
it's not
Ireland,
Irish.
Del.
It's not Irish, Del.
Not Irish. No, it makes me want to get makes me want to get my claymore right there and go
Look
to
at
town.
oh wait, Caesar, you got to show Steve that your sword wall already.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
Ours, right up here.
Ah, there you go.
I
See?
got one on the wall here. I got my titles to Scotland right up here that Aaron bought me
Oh.
a couple of years ago.
Oh,
I am
yeah.
a lord. by
Are
the
you a
way.
lord?
I
yeah.
am a lord.
Yeah, I have a friend of mine who's a lord.
I also have my there can be only one scabbard signed by Adrian Paul, the second Highlander.
Yeah,
All kinds of Scottish
that's
clan
good, man.
goodies on my wall here.
Love it.
It makes
Love
you
it.
want to toss trees.
Right? Or
Caber toss,
kegs.
that's right. Who
Trees
said
and
that?
kegs.
Who said that? The
John
caber
Martin.
toss. Yes. Dana actually won that
I
competition.
beat all the boys.
She beat all the boys at like 10 or 11 years old
Yeah.
doing the caber toss at the Scottish Highland
It's all the
Games.
years of horse riding. It's good muscle.
It's a cool that's on my bucket list is to go to Scotland as being I would rather go to Scotland before I go to Hawaii in a heartbeat. I have
I'm
I
with
have an
you.
infinity.
I'm with
100%.
you.
Scotland, Ireland, all of those the area. I'll do that over any Hawaii or Fiji in a heartbeat.
William says, I'm a god. Does that
What's
count?
up, Brian?
I don't know who this is. If you can go, let StreamYard look at your, let you see your comments. Go to streamer.com/Facebook.
Yeah,
That's
man.
correct, right? Yeah, it is.
All right. Well, we're
What's
gonna have
up,
some fun.
Brian? What's up, Richard? What's up, another Brian? Damn, we have so many Brians on here. But yeah, dude, we just started off. It was fun. I already felt pumped. I was talking fast. I'm already like, need to calm it down.
He's in it,
down.
guys. He's in it.
Yeah.
While we were tagging everybody too at the same time. I can't even do what I'm typing.
He's got to calm down, or else he's going to start stumbling. And
I saw it. I recognized some of the names you were tagging too.
What's
so
up,
that's-
Austin?
so that's
Austin,
really
great
cool.
to meet you this weekend
Yes.
at Heroes.
Oh,
That
you
was-
met the Austin, huh? Yeah.
That was
Austin's a great
that
guy.
was an amazing show we were at this last past weekend, and it probably out of all the shows that we've been to, we had the most customers come up and visit and
Mhm.
hang out with us.
Yeah, it was
What's
very
up,
fun.
Will?
What's up, William?
What's up, Will?
Yeah. There's another. Are you guys going to be? You guys aren't going to Denver, are you?
No Denver, no Denver. We're going to we'll be at a cancer benefit show in July, Voices Against Cancer. Then Terrificon at the end of July. Boston, Chicago, and Cincinnati are the only ones that I've got on the books right now.
All right. That's
A
still lot.
little bit of
That's lot.
a little bit of a lull in between months there, and at the end of the year, so we're going to fill in the gaps with some shows.
Possibly Galaxy Austin.
Possibly Galaxy Austin. We're going to be going to. I'll be going to on that one.
Terrificon is where? Connecticut?
Terrificon is in Connecticut. It's at the Mohegan Sun
Casino.
Casino.
Are they coming to Memphis in September?
No Memphis.
So-
actually, I won't say no because, like I said, we do have some gaps to fill. But we'll be at Cincinnati with our booth there, and I think that's September 23rd, 4th, and 25th.
Sounds
So
about
this, so let's see. This is something y'all saw already, but I want to just make sure y'all see it again. I want to make sure you have this visual. Like I want to make sure it stays in there. So this is Steve. What are you going?
One of my customers did that. Is that awesome or what?
Yeah. I think I saw that movie.
So that is our slogan. It has been since day one. There can be only one. just like the Highlander movie. And we do have some funny customers, man. They steal pictures of me off the group or off my personal page, and then superimpose me on things. I've been put into the wrestling videos.
Hey, I'm on live right now.
That one wrestling video they
Calmate, way.
It's my child, son. This guy.
Hi, buddy.
There he goes. He's gone, dude. Because honestly, if I don't stop him here, he will just jump everywhere. It's crazy.
Oh, I believe
So
it.
will my child, my fur child.
Fur child, yep.
Poor child.
Kevin, see you at Terrificon. Awesome. Come stop by. Say
Yeah,
hi.
for sure, man.
Oh, Dan Barry's in the house. Who let this guy in here?
Joseph, you're welcome, Joseph. Yeah, we've I'm going to put a cheap plug in right now. We've got an auction post going up right now that people have already started bidding on things. It's for the Voices Against Cancer Foundation boatload of items, and they were all but about 10 items that we donated. All were donated by artists and customers from Clan McDonald Comics. They literally shipped us things in to auction off for the benefit. So we get to take hopefully a rather healthy check with us when we go to the benefit next month.
Great
Hello,
cause.
hello.
Great cause.
What's up, Vanessa?
Hi, Vanessa.
We all know somebody or have known someone who's gone through cancer. I know Terry's a 2-time cancer survivor. So
Mhm.
causes like this is it's a big deal.
My wife beat it. But the other big thing about Voices Against Cancer is it's not strictly for kids cancer research, but it's predominantly focused towards cancer research in kids. And it's amazing, man. These actors and voice actors come from all over the country and donate their entire signing fees to the event. So they're put up in a hotel, they get their meals, of course, but they're not paid any sponsorship to be there or anything. So these guys that are there, I can't wait to meet them in person.
That's
and
right.
not just because I'm not usually although there's I'm drawing a blank. Who's the Scottish guy that's going to be there? I'm drawing a blank. But I'm usually not like a big gigantic fanboy, but I'm actually a fanboy for this because of what they're doing and how they're giving their time. It's actually really pretty cool.
Yep.
Awesome, Joseph,
Oh,
for sure.
good. Oh, that's right.
Dale.
Is it Dan that said he's coming? Yes, Dan. Brandon. Brandon's going, so we get to see Brandon straight there.
Oh, my bad. I was the whole time I'm talking, thinking that you're ignoring me, but everything was off.
You muted yourself?
You muted yourself?
Yeah,
I
muted
forgot I did.
What a
Freaking
dork.
amateur, bro.
Amateur hour.
You should have given me the covers. I know there's a lot of covers of Steve on covers of him. They look all funny.
I mean, I could probably show you one of them, his most recent one.
No,
Well, it's a long time coming. When we had our past podcast, we didn't have you guys on, but now that Dell and I have this going on, we're very, very happy to finally have you guys on.
Thank you.
We're booked through August. We had to squeeze you guys in there because you know. But
I
listen,
had to get
guys,
them on before I planned anything else because it's been a minute. It's hard to get them on Wednesdays because they have their own show. They just got off their show,
Yeah.
and we are like, all right, well, you know what? I'll move it up.
Harassing us.
Yeah. Caesar was harassing us during our show.
I was. Steve, did you eat? Did you eat, Steven?
Yes, I did.
Okay,
I had my noodles.
All right, that's
All we did tonight was just have a nice, fun show tonight. We were all coming down off the show from this past weekend. And Spencer, my art partner, was on an airplane, so we didn't have any art to promote tonight or sell for any of the artists. So we just did a really cool, fun, about an hour and a half round table discussion, let people ask questions if they wanted to. I actually did a demo on prepping comic books for everybody because it's not that we don't mind prepping books, but we do charge for it. And we get way too many products or comics sent to us without names on them or not prepped. So I did like a 20-minute segment on doing that. So it was just a fun show tonight. You were there.
Talk about everything they do for artists, even at conventions. Sure.
So before even that, just explain, let everybody know.
Yeah.
How
what you do?
How did it start? Like, it's a good question because you've been part of the industry for a while. If you had a lot of connections, because we all know a lot of artists. You need to build that connection to actually know who they are. Hey, anytime you need something, they reach out to you, right? So
Yeah.
how did it start?
So I'll try to make this short and sweet. So I collected comics up until I was about 18 years old and moved to Florida to go to college. Did not collect after that until my kids, Colin and Riley, predominantly started, and they were young, started getting into all the DC Universe shows, the Arrow, Flash, Supergirl, even you name it. They were into these shows, and I started watching it with them, and I got hooked again on comics, and I was in my 40s. Went to a couple of conventions. I was doing a crap ton on Facebook groups, Raz's, buy sell groups on Facebook. I'll be the first to admit I made a very good friend in the business, Sean Dodachko. We hit it off great, became unbelievably good friends. We started going to conventions together. He had been doing it for a few years, a year or so, maybe even slightly longer than that, before I had even met him. I think he was still in the Marines when I first met him, or had just retired. But anyway, he and I started going to conventions, moved to Indiana, and then we went to a convention together. I'm like, dude, I want to do this. This is a blast. I love going to these conventions and getting these books signed and everything. And he pretty much took me under his wing and showed me, introduced me to a few artists along the way. And eventually I went ahead and got my CBCS facilitating and witnessing ability via CBCS, and just started making contacts. I was very lucky. I was very lucky in who I first started doing some major signings with. I got to do some amazing signings with Stan Lee. And from there, it just kind of sort of stair step from there. I mean, once you start offering Stan Lee signing ops, it just kind of grew and grew and grew. I've made some phenomenal friends over the years and my artist friends, a lot of great contacts. And it's just grown. I mean, it's gone ballistic since then. I started in about 2014 doing stuff little by little. And then my son and I started our actual business in our basement of our house. Kept getting busier and busier, boxes upon boxes upon boxes, graded books, raw books. Moved up to the kitchen with them because the basement got full, started putting things on the kitchen counter. Then it moved into the foyer, dining room table, and then the wife said, "That's it, no more. Go get a building." So we did. We officially opened up 2016. We went full force in business, and so that's a little over 7 years ago.
Wow, 7 years.
And you went from just selling books, right, and Razes to like facilitator, right? And then you got artists. You literally have artists come in where they can have, everybody has opportunity to buy. You give them great opportunities in payment plans, which is good. I mean, where did you know about the business, like, or it was like a learn, like, oh man, this guy messed up and I need to learn how to get that money correctly, or how to entice more people to come and buy these bigger, because you don't just sell art, you buy original pages also.
Yeah. So, but initially though, I think it was a lot to do with my relationship with Marat. Marat Michaels and I hit it off immediately and became very, very good friends. I started doing a tremendous amount of Hardly Thin, Do You Poos, Naughty and Nice covers, and had an unbelievable, we all had great success. Everybody was doing Do You Poo covers and Hardly Thins, and a lot of people made a lot of money doing really badass homage covers with Counterpoint Comics and Marat Michaels. And it really took off from there just because of my friendship with Marat and all the people that he started introducing me to. I mean, I was doing covers with, Ryan Kincaid, Mike DeBalfo, Jamie Tyndall. I was doing a tremendous amount of work with. Ebass. Ebass was one of the first artists I actually ever met and did anything with. I've always been a huge fan of his. And like I said, it just kind of, it really stair-stepped from there. And we branched out doing more. Once I got my building, I was able to then become a full-fledged, diamond distributor as a brick and mortar. So we opened pull box services. I was able to, do a lot more after we did that. It wasn't until about I'm going to go out on a limb and say probably about 3 years ago, I was working with George Perez at a convention and asked him about doing some private signings, and he put me in contact with Spencer Beck at the Artist Choice. Had me contact Spencer. Spencer and I spent probably about an hour on the phone the very first time I called him to talk to him about doing a signing with George. And we are family. Spencer is one of our he's part of our family. We call him I call him my brother. We talk at minimum probably once a day. And we get along unbelievably well, and we treat each other right. I've been able to help him tremendously with my following because he represents well over 50 artists that he's trying to make money by selling their art. We do live streams twice a week, every Wednesday and Saturday with Spencer, usually anywhere from 40 to 60 pieces of original art that we put up, and it bounces all over the place. It could be one night we could be doing Mark Bagley and Scott Hanna, Cam Smith.
Yeah.
And then the next night we're doing all John Romita Jr. pieces. The next show we have Danny Mickey. But we try to mix it up. We start, we do pieces that range everywhere from $50 to $5,000 when we do our shows. So we try to mix it up. There's not something for every, we try to make it so that there's something for every tier for the collector. Not everybody can afford a $5,000 Mark Bagley cover, but they might be able to afford a $200 page that has maybe one panel of Spidey in it. You know what I mean? Or a $60 page that doesn't have any Spidey on the page, but they can say, I own a piece of original interior art drawn by Mark Bagley and inked by whomever. That to me, because I ultimately, when I first started getting back into comics and everything, I don't read a lot. I didn't read a lot. I was always into it for the art. Non-stop from the get-go. When I came back in, I bought comics because of the covers.
Yep.
And I'll admit, 100%. That's why I did it. I collected artists because I liked Clayton Crane, or I liked Eric Basildua, or I liked John Romita, Jr. art, or whoever it was. I liked their art, so that's what I went after. So partnering up with Spencer was probably one of the most fun things that we've done, as a family. It's totally expanded our entire operations. We're no longer just Clan McDonald Comics and Signature Witnessing. We technically should change our name to Clan McDonald Comics, Art, and Signature Witnessing, because a good 30 to 40, maybe even 45, 50% of our business is original art now in one form or another.
So, quick question: are you just a facilitator for CBCS, or
yes?
Okay.
Yes. So neither CBCS nor CGC will I won't say sponsor. They will not approve of you being a witness for both grading companies.
Oh, really? So it's one or the other.
And I think it's sort of an spoken word.
Yeah.
So it's a one or the other type of thing. CBCS got me my start. They gave me my break on getting in, as a witness and a dealer from the get-go. They always took very good care of me. I was amazingly good friends with Steve Borak, who used to be in charge at CBCS before he quit and sold. So I've always stuck behind them and supported them. They've always supported me. They've always taken really great care of me. CGC, recently, I did get my dealership status to be a dealer, to where I can do blue labels. Nobody's going to say anything about that, but I cannot witness for both.
It's probably one of those conflict of interests type of thing,
sure.
Right? Because it's like me working at Pepsi and I moonlight at Coca-Cola.
Yeah,
it can't really, doesn't jive.
100%. I do get to double dip in the marketplace now, because we do a tremendous amount of CGC blue labels.
Yeah.
So whereas before I had zero market share in the CGC world, zero, unless I was buying a collection of CGC books from somebody, or I went online and bought CGC books, nobody could buy CGC from me. Whereas now we are doing an auction minimum of once or twice a week with nothing but CGC blue label books. We have fun with them. We go into the the custom labels. We enjoy doing a few of those in each submission. So it's been great, and their turnaround times have been really good to me. We're sending 100 minimum a week,
At
100
least, yeah.
100
a week.
100 to 200 books in a week just for Blue Label CGC alone.
Wow.
For us to have for inventory, for stocking
Right.
our whatnot sales, our Facebook Live sales, our website sales.
So that brings me to the question, since you guys are in it on a different level as the rest of us, because your business, has the dip hit you guys?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
It's hit everybody. I mean, I'm very fortunate that I'm very good friends with a tremendous amount of dealers out there. I don't really have any enemy dealers out there, so we all talk. We all get along, and we all socialize, and we all bullshit with each other, and talk about what's working, what's not working.
Mm-hmm.
It's hit everybody.
It's definitely across the board, and it's across platform too.
I was just gonna say, yeah, we see it even in our whatnot streams.
Yeah.
6-9 months ago, people were just bid buy, left and right, and people have tightened their belts. People that have lost jobs or have lost income or been laid off, whatever. And I'm very fortunate in that I've been doing this for so long that I've had so many long-term customers that we actually, we call them friends. I mean, we know a lot of our customers.
We love the Era series.
We have
Captured. Yeah. Austin
was
with us all weekend.
We have a personal relationship with a lot of people. When we hear somebody's sick or whatever, we talk to them. We don't just ignore them, because they're not buying anything right now.
Mm-hmm.
So somebody just mentioned, who just mentioned the Era series? I just lost it. Austin. They're probably our favorite people out there. Jason and his wife Monica, and JJ, Matt, Monty, all those guys. We're like two families that were separated at birth.
I wanted to bring up real quick, talking about them being family, right? They did send out flowers to Terry after she lost her son, unfortunately, and rest in peace. So if that doesn't show you, like, just randomly just send out flowers.
How'd you know that?
How did we know that?
How did you know that?
I know everything, bro.
I mean, don't you understand? I mean, if there's one thing you don't know about Dell,
they know. I know. They should know that already. That's the thing.
Yeah, he knows.
We didn't post about it or anything.
We love Terry. We love all of our customers, but like I said, Terry's been with us for a long time. We know her.
Yeah, many years.
We know what she's been through. So
not to mention, it helps having an ex-florist in the house.
Yeah.
So I called and was very specific on what I asked for, knowing exactly what I wanted.
Yeah.
It's a we talk about it a lot on the show. It really is a very good, nice community to be in. The comment community, aside from the toxicity that can be, it really is a strong. See, my wife gives two shits about my comics. So she doesn't understand, nor does she.
Same with mine.
She cares. As a matter of fact, she thinks we're all silly.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, you go play with your kids and read the books and whatever how she says, and she thinks it's just a thing. And the funny thing is about this community is that when you actually find a group of people who are like-minded, and allows you to be who you are without judgment,
right?
Because you collect whatever you collect, and you can riff, and we talk about it. It's why Dale and I have these podcasts, because we are allowed to bring in guests who are allowed to just geek out with us, because many times they can't, because their significant others just don't care, So it's like, it really is a great community, and I like to say it's a huge, small community. It's big. It is big in status, but it is really small because a lot of people know each other.
You want to know what's really cool is that we notice it a minimum of once a week. We'll have 30, 40, 50 people in our stream buying stuff. Mm-hmm. Sorry. Buying stuff. And Jim Bob will win a comic book. Okay. the guy that tried to bid or tried to buy it right after him missed out. That guy will say, you know what, go ahead and give that one to so-and-so. I just got a similar cover from you, or I'll grab something else during the stream.
Mhm.
It blows my mind that somebody that won the auction, or he won the item by being the first one to claim it, rather, will do that. And it happens, and it's not always the same person either. It's not the same guy doing it every single time. It's different people within our group. I like my group in particular. It's always been a private group. We are a drama-free zone. I hate to put it this way, but my law is the law. And if you don't like something, don't be there. You know what I mean?
So there can only be one.
That's it. There can only be one. I don't want people coming in. Thank you. I don't want people coming into my group and bad mouthing other artists, vendors, being negative. I mean, we try to keep everything as light and as positive as humanly possible. There's enough keyboard warriors out there and enough groups that allow that to happen and go on. And all of a sudden you'll look at a Facebook stream and you'll see 482 comments. It's like, I'm not even looking at that one.
Yep.
Because it's nothing but keyboard warriors. And I've always had people say, hey, can you make that post shareable because I can't share it? I'm like, unfortunately, no, my group's private. You can share my group link for me and say, scroll down and see it.
Hey, Chelsea.
You know, hey, what's up, Chelsea? But no, it's an amazing community.
We also get people that buy things for each other. They'll claim something and say gift it to so
that happens a lot.
That's so nice.
You know, I just recently started getting to the Instagram side of things, to the Instagram sales.
Okay.
And this is the very first time I started watching people say in the chat, you know what? I'll put in 10 so you can get that book because you're $10 short.
Yep.
Or they'll say something like, I'll cover the shipping in the next claim. It's like, wow, guys. I mean, it's the whole pay it forward thing. You don't have to do it, but it's just a nice, it's a breath of fresh air that we need to see more often because it takes more energy to be negative than it is to just be positive. And Dale and I try to preach that. We try to avoid the drama in the show, but sometimes you can't.
Right.
You know,
it happens. What's up, Sean?
What's up, Sean Forney?
One of the top-notch colorists in the universe, guys. Sean Forney in the house.
Yeah, they're coming out of this is great.
And I'll take it a step further too with artists because we do so much with so many different artists that we've worked with over the years. These guys, they remember their customers.
Yep.
We'll do a live stream with, say, Marat, and he'll sell on his own platform or whatever. And all of a sudden that person will be on our platform. Oh, I know him. Yeah, he buys from me also. These guys, they remember. So when you've got people out there in the universe that are bad mouthing artists or saying what that poo shit sucks, or whatever, all you're doing is you're hurting yourself. And I see it not only with people, I see it with other dealers, bad mouthing a certain artist. And it's like, dude, you better hope you never get into the spot where you need that artist for something, because that guy saw that and he's going to remember you.
Or even a step further, need to work with somebody who's really close to the artist.
Yes,
I was just going to say.
And once again, this goes back to my whole thing about the large community, but yet everyone knows each other, right?
Yep.
You could easily be blacklisted. You can easily be mud by saying or doing the wrong thing. And
right.
Just watch yourself.
So my poo collection was mostly my wife's, right? Even I have poo, and I got some of this stuff from Clan, right?
Yeah, I recognize some of those books.
I remember this was at Amazing Con, right?
Yeah, Amazing Vegas. That was one of Dietrich Smith's exclusives. Yep.
So, like, dude, yeah, people won't like it, but like, I honestly, it's not my thing. But my wife loves it, and I buy it for her.
Yeah, we talk about it. We talk about it all the time. Just because it's not for me.
There went our poo.
Yeah, right. Corner dings all day long, baby.
Just because it's not for me, I'm not going to talk shit about it. Simple as that. I'm not gonna scold you for buying. Why are you buying that crap? I don't buy Naughty Nice. I don't buy Do You Poo, but I'm never going to shit on someone who does. That's just the way it is. Just move on. Just say, okay, hey, it's not my money. You're not spending my money.
I joke with people. I don't like everything I sell.
Yep.
But I have collectors that do. So I keep buying it and selling it.
Yep.
You know, I'm not gonna have there's not gonna be every single cover is not gonna be liked by me. You know, it's virtually impossible. To each their own. Just like signed books. Not everybody likes signed books.
Yeah.
I happen to make a very good living getting books signed by people, creators, celebrities, writers, you name it.
A recent comment,
but not everybody likes the name scribbled on their book.
Yep.
So that's
somebody decided to post publicly on our page.
Yeah.
He got ripped.
Oh my God, it was hilarious. Yeah.
Oh, really? Somebody actually posted like they don't.
Somebody posted.
Peter, could anybody not give two shits about getting my book signed or something like
that? Yeah, and it's just
it was in our group. And here's another thing that I kind of enjoy is whenever something like that happens. None of us at Clan have to say anything.
We don't have to say squat.
We just get to sit back and cross our legs.
I saw that post. Yes, I actually made a comment. Yes, I saw that post.
They'll come to the defense of whatever it is, or they'll start calling this guy out. And we just sit there and we kind of, he's gone. He's long gone. He got booted instantly. Because that's like rule number one is you don't come into Clan McDonald Comics and start bashing anything.
Right.
But isn't your thing like signature? Isn't that like on your thing? Like
yes, that was one of the reply comments. Like maybe you should take a second look at the name of the group you're in.
Yeah.
It's like going into a Do You Poo group and then going, Do You Poo suck? It's like,
He's never ordered anything either.
Yeah, he's never bought anything.
He's never bought anything.
So,
they're just trolling for
They're just trolling.
And that was his second comment that I had to delete in the group. So
Dale, we know who that is, Dale. I know who that is. Both me and you know who it is. It's once again, it's part of the community. It's very small. We see names left and right. We see them in these groups.
What's up, Miguel?
People do that.
What's up, Cody?
It's cool. I only have 4 signatures in my whole lot. And it's not because I don't like them. I just don't. It's not my thing. But if having to land,
love you too, Sean.
See you, buddy.
Yeah, and you're talking about Clan McDonald. They're real like patient with people. They're patient because I can see the same name on that list. Hey, just message us and watch your messages. Look at your DM. Look at your emails. And they're there for 3 months, all right. And then all of a sudden, we gave you so many chances. You get the boot as well, and it sucks. Like, am I
Boo in the house? What's up, On?
What's up, On? How are you? Another one of our lovely, amazing artist friends, On Vu, is watching.
What's up, Merle?
That's my first.
JC in the house. What's up, JC?
I will say, there's a few out there, but I think we're one of the few companies that actually invoice people and give them terms to buy comics, art. We offer extended terms for a fee. If you can't pay in my 1 week terms, I'll let you have 2 weeks, but you're going to pay me for it. I'll let you have 30 days, but you're going to pay me for it. Because guess what? I had to pay that artist for that art page the week after I sold it on the stream, or I had to pay Comic Kingdom of Canada, for that big, batch of Amazing Spider-Man Don McTiggs.
Martin, ¿qué pasó,
up front when they came in. So I only give, I give people a chance to pay. And the only time you really see me bitch and moan a tremendous amount is when people take advantage of me and my family. This is ultimately a business, but it is my family. Aaron's part of the family. My daughter works for me. My son Colin's been with me since day one in the basement. Nonstop since day one. My youngest son Riley works for me over college breaks. My wife does all the labels. The girl that works for us doing all of our diamond and all of our pull box and previews world. My son's grown up with her since he was like 8 years old. Jake, my shipper's part of the family. We took him in a few years ago when his dad passed away. Lived with us for a while. He's part of the business. He does nothing. And then his brother moved in with us for a while too. So it's a family. So I take offense when people start taking advantage of what I think is a really, really, really generous way to help people get things.
A business is a business.
So
yeah, that too.
Stick to that whole family, right?
Yeah.
Recently, I think a year and a half ago, Riley, right? Or was it Riley or was it your other son that had that incident?
Yeah,
Riley.
It was Riley.
Dude, how many people just reached out to you? Like as soon as everybody found out, everybody, and then when you made that support him, right? That sold a lot. like ridiculously. I mean, not saying a
Yeah,
bad word, but
so-
it was like.
It'll be 2
So
years this
I'm not going to
August.
talk about it much because you're going to make me cry. So
We
my
all
son had a
cry.
cardiac arrest 2 weeks into his first year of college. It was something that took everybody by surprise. He's a jock. He's a bodybuilder. Eats right. Doesn't smoke. Doesn't drink. Zero drugs. He's totally into his body, and this happened to him.
Doesn't even eat junk food.
Doesn't even eat junk food. Really took us by surprise. He was in the hospital for over 30 days. Rehab, brain damage, all kinds of nasty shit that he had to work through and recover from, which he has. He has minor fine motor skill issues, but other than that, his cognitive all came back. Even after dying 3 to 4 times and being resuscitated, the kid came back. Having said that, talk about the community itself. Marat Michael's doing a cover for us, 100% free. This is my son signing that cover.
Give me one moment.
Smiley Riley edition.
There we go.
Yeah, it's not really focusing really well. Sorry.
There you
there
go.
you
Oh, there you go. There you go.
There we go. I got it.
You got it.
So this is probably about January. So about 4 months after the incident, the books were delivered and he was ready to start signing and actually being able to sign comics. Brian Polito and Ryan Kincaid. Brian Polito does not do vendor covers. He just does not do them. If he does one every couple of years, it's a miracle. He and Ryan Kincaid drew a cover. That's my son right there.
That was before.
That was before in high school as a senior. They donated a cover to help with expenses. God help me. Who else? Other people just came together.
Bass Mojo.
Yeah, Eric Basildua donated a Mojo cover for it. So talk about the love, man.
Zerdy,
Just
G.I. Joe.
G.I. Joe
Mhm.
Zerdy was
Yep.
another
With
cover.
Morgan Lofting, the Baroness voice actress.
Yeah, with Morgan Lofting, the Baroness actress. So yeah, talk about the community and coming together. We definitely as a family felt the love by all of these people. Top it all off, I think every one of them was a sellout. I think I had like 10 out of 300 copies left of my Polito coffin cover. The all out Pooh Riley Smiley edition that he was signing. Those were a sellout.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's amazing, man. We feel very, very lucky and blessed with our customers, but not only that, but all of our artist friends and creator friends. It's amazing.
It was amazing. It was cool just to see, like, no matter what, everybody was like positive vibes, no negativity at all. It was just giving, and they were like giving away money, like, oh, anything you needed. Everybody was like, yeah, I'll take one. I'll take one. I actually had somebody on my One Not Show buy one after I told them the story of what happened because I had a slab and they bought it for me. So it was cool. And then like real quick, I met Steve and Aaron about a year and a half ago, 2 years. The beginning, I knew about them. I guess they knew, but we never had a real conversation until it came to Whatnot, right?
Right.
And I got them. I helped them get on, and ever since then, if they needed something, I was always, hey, yeah, I got you. Let's see if I can reach out to this person or reach out to that person. And ever since then, it was always a good back and forth. I have no like bad comments about them. Like, there's nothing I can say to do. In fact, we were both together in one of a cover. We the comic fanzine with y'all with that closet #1. Yeah. Unfortunately, that shit happened. Some stuff happened, but we were there together through that shit, and we came out of it alive, right? So,
but talk about helping though. That's one thing. There's room for all of us out there as sellers.
Yep.
And that's one big thing that I've always been able to talk to other people that are either just starting to get into the business. I love being able to help people and at least give them pointers, tell them how I did things, how I did things that I thought was right and has helped me grow. But Aaron, the same way. I mean, he's made, how many logos have you made for other companies?
Quite a few.
Quite a few. Several companies that we've become friends with, other dealers that are just getting started out. They like our model or whatever. Aaron is very, very giving and literally spends my time on my company dime helping people out. I mean, he just loves helping people.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Emilio just said, I make our custom colas, I make our banners, all that stuff.
He made the intro to the show today.
I did. Yes, I did. Finally. But
and he said, "Not let's get some of his ego out," and yet it's coming back, isn't it?
Well, I'll rein it back in saying kind of what you brought up, Del, and what Steve kind of touched on is there's respect out there for everybody if there's respect coming back.
Correct.
Right.
Correct.
And it's a conversation I've had with a handful of artists, a couple fellow sellers, whether it's on Whatnot or Facebook. If there's a respectful give and take relationship in the comic community, that's the best way for businesses to grow. Yep, Brian, I think I did a logo for you a while back, but you know, and the second part of that is if you have that respectful business relationship, there's money for everybody to be made, right? Granted, there's been a dip recently. I'm sure we'll get into that in a little while if we haven't already. But you know, there's money for everybody. There's no need for well, I got to outdo this guy, or we're selling the same stuff, so I got to outdo this guy, or sell better, or sell more, or you know, badmouth this guy, so I sell more than no. Like the community that I've started in and been in for what, basically almost 3 years now. Yeah. There's respect amongst artists and dealers like us, and also between sellers. And the biggest thing that I will always, because I'm mainly the Whatnot guy, I help with Facebook shows, I'm mainly a sales guy. There's money out there for everybody. So, you know, I've been in talks with other sellers like, hey, let's do a collab show. Let's sell your product on my channel and vice versa. We
did those group sales. Remember on Whatnot we did team sales and stuff like that. So that was
piggyback sales.
We just had a very good friend, Zach from Goblin.
With Goblin
he came up with more than this. This is his product right here.
All those short boxes right there.
All those short boxes. We did a Whatnot and Whatnot streams.
Yep.
With all of his product that we don't have on our shows. It's his product. Brought him in. We did a show there. Guess what? These guys are going next month. They're taking all of our product to his store in Indiana.
Yep.
Doing the exact identical thing
on his platform.
That's right.
Bringing stuff.
Yeah.
The other thing too is not everybody can afford to do Marvel 3,000 cover A's.
Yep.
2,000 cover B's. Not every comic book dealer like myself can do that. So I loved, you know, before we had the Carnivore group of 4 or 5. Before that one all defunct because of an asshole.
Yeah.
You know,
two.
I love doing
2.
Yes, 2. Sorry, I love doing the 5-person splits. You know, everybody got a really good close, you know, to selling out every bit of theirs. Nobody was stuck having left over 1,500 cover A's and whatnot.
Yep.
You know, it's a great thing. So that's why we love our vendor partners.
And you bought my inventory from Anvu of her cover.
This is true.
Yes.
This is true.
Yes.
And it was a big hit.
And that's right, yes, it is. Yep.
Sorry. I'm glad y'all gave her the opportunity because she's real close to me. We've been real cool. She's always helping me and I'm always helping her. That was her, like, to me, it was like our first cover together was super awesome. I knew I wasn't a big, I mean, I was hurting on money too, but I'm not a big person like y'all. I knew y'all would give her exposure. So when she said y'all were going to do a signing, oh, this is perfect. They have more books. You have this. I'm good. You're good. I'm like, it was, everything worked out for me and for On. And I saw that a lot of people enjoyed her stuff. And now you want to get her back.
Yeah. Well, I think it was,
absolutely.
It was maybe it was a month or so after we got that bundle from you and put it up on our page and our group and everything. Within a month, people were asking, can we do a sketch op? I have other books. Can we do a signing? Can we do a sketch op? So, and then, you know, Steve just worked his magic. I think either whoever reached out to whoever and boom, there's the sketch op. So
yeah, that's one of the things that I enjoy doing the most. My part of the business is working a lot with the artists. I tremendously love doing the sketch ops. Not everybody can make it to a convention. not everybody can try to hopefully be one of the 5 people the entire weekend that's going to get a commission from John Romita Jr. at a show, or Greg Land or Jim Starlin, for Pete's sake. Jim doesn't even do commissions at shows, but yet once every 2 months we offer up, what is it, 5 or 6?
5
or 6 11 by 17 pencils by Jim Starlin, inks by Jamie Jameson. So people jump on them. I love the sketch ops. I absolutely go crazy over them, to where now I've got about 8 people waiting in the wings to put them up, and I can only put up so many, because people go broke doing these sketch purchases.
Yeah,
we have to spread them apart.
Yeah, y'all work hard even at the cons, because you're enjoying it, but you're also like, hey, I got this for sale. I got this artist. Look what he's gonna do. How you want to remark? Blah blah blah. So you're always working, no matter where you're at. Even like at a con where you're supposed to, chill, make some sales. You're still working your ass off to make even more.
Yeah.
And Brandon's touching on a point that we brought up a little earlier. There are people who potentially complain about, well, if I look on MegaCon's website, I see that so-and-so is only charging Aaron Bartling in the house.
Bartling.
What's up, baby?
What's up, dude?
I'll use him as an example. You guys are going to Vegas on Vegas's site or through SMZ. Aaron's only charging, $10 for a signature. Why, if I go through CMC, is it $20 or $25? And Brandon just hit it on the head again. Not everybody's going to make it out to Vegas or wherever Aaron Bartling is at or wherever Sean Forney's at.
Yeah.
That's the facilitation fee, more or less. We have to stand in those lines. We have to pay the artists for their time and their whatever they're doing, whether it's signatures or remarks or whatever they're offering. So, and the last part of Brandon's comment was, you're purchasing, if you want to take a chance, we're thinking about it. We're going to try soon. But purchase your tickets for a convention, purchase your tickets to fly out there, purchase your hotel, and then get into the con floor just to stand in line for a maybe. You're not guaranteed if you're on the floor, you're not guaranteed a signature or a remark.
No.
So
if you really want it, pay it. Pay for it.
Right.
Here you go. What do you guys charge? I really want that, and I don't have to leave my house.
Right. There's John. John donated a couple of pieces.
That's right. John donated a couple of Voices Against Cancer sketches.
Donated 2 sketches. Thank you again, John.
But so it's not really a huge topic. It does come up, but we don't have a lot of people complaining about signature prices or anything like that. But thanks, Robert. Again, awesome to meet you this weekend. But
I joked about it earlier tonight. We had a little roundtable show tonight earlier, and I did joke about it on there. One of the questions that I do get asked sometimes is, hey, I know that Joe Blow only charges $10 for signature. Why do you charge $20? Airfare, meals, hotel.
I'm getting it for you. Period. I'm not doing it because I
5 minutes.
because I have nothing else to do, and sure, why not? I'll fly up there and get a signature for you.
Yeah,
right.
It takes money to do that, and it's another extra $10.
Right.
If a guy's charging $10, your whole day
Terry.
charge $20. It's another $10. Fool. Right. I mean, if you really want that, pay for it. Man. It just drives me crazy. What's $10? That's a cup of. That's a Starbucks.
Plus, people have to understand it's a business.
It's a business.
It's a business. I mean, this is why I do what I do. This is to support my family.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm doing this. I have my daughter working full time for me now. I have Aaron working full time. I have my son working for me full time, and I have 7 other employees working for me full time. So I'm supporting a bunch of people doing what I do. So yeah, if I'm going to go to a show and I'm going to buy the exclusive that everybody wants, I've got 2 or 3 employees there trying to grab as many copies as they can. Guess what? You're not paying the $50 that it cost if you stood in line and you bought a ticket and you went to the show.
True.
We're going to pay 25 to 50% more to get it, but I got you one.
But the thing is, you're actually getting, for $20, you're going to get something you're going to keep for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Something you're going to cherish, something you're going to put on your wall, something you're going to put in thing. And the funny thing is, I have a friend of mine who's it's a celebrity, and I went once with him to go sit, and he was doing an autograph show. He would charge $5 for a picture to be with him. He would have guys go to his booth, and they're like, "Oh, can I get a picture with you?" And he's like, "Yeah, it's like $5." They'll pause for 3 seconds and say, "It was nice knowing you, man," and walk away. I'm going, for $5, you don't want to have a picture with your man, with your celebrity? It's ridiculous.
Look, so I got this from Clan, and they get it for my kids. Look at it. Where's this right here? Where's my sticker right here? Hi, Trey. Hi, Toby from John Romita Jr. So they got that. They got him to do that for me. I'm like, and my kids love it. It's right here on my art part, but my kids loved it.
And you're gonna have it forever.
Oh heck yeah! This is
just so you know, Del, that full John Romita Jr. signature is very rare at this point.
Oh, true.
Because he very rarely does it. He usually just puts JR now.
That is true. Yeah.
So working with Steve also made it streamlined. I was able to just focus on creating the art, knowing that folks are well taken care of in the meantime.
Yeah. If they are complaining about the extra bump on signature fees, just think of it as a facilitation fee that we're providing.
There you go.
Facilitation as a witness.
So An just nailed something pretty good. So this young lady back here is the coordinator for all of our sketch ops. After I'm done doing my magic and lining it up, putting the post up and letting people claim their spots, Dana takes it from there. She logs them all on Excel. She will then send the Excel spreadsheet with the customer's blanks that we pull from our store or that they send us. And so the artist will get an Excel spreadsheet in their box with all of them so that artist can check off so they know what they've done, what they've not done, and so forth. But she takes it a step further because then she starts harassing the artists for me on a weekly basis. I learned my lesson with a couple of artists to not have locked in time frames. We no longer do that. So every sketch op that we offer up now, we cap it at whatever the artist guarantees or promises me that they will complete in 30 to 45 days. It could be 2, it could be 22. But we let the artist tell us, where do you want me to cap it off at? How many do you want me to take that you know you can get done for me in 30 to 45 days? Why, artist? Because the customers start getting restless when it starts hitting that 2-month mark, 3-month mark. Dana starts getting messages, hey, is my son such back? Is my sketch back yet? And then she gets pissed off and annoyed. So we started a 30 to 45 day policy with our artists. There she goes. Dana, you rock. It was so well organized when I got the stack to work on. And it's working beautifully. It's working amazingly well. We've got a couple of straggler artists here and there, but she stays on top of them. I have 2 artists that I got to hit between the eyes tomorrow and say, hey, where are we at? I got to get these.
I pull everything and organize it. When I send the spreadsheet, I also categorize it. So all of the head sketches, first, busts are torsos, full figures, and they're all color coded too, so they're all separated.
Everybody needs a Dana. She's like her papa. She's very OCD in everything that she does.
Oh my god, I have to.
Yeah, look, Sean's chiming in. He knows Dana. He knows how she operates.
With all the shows that like, I'm gonna ask a question to the audience as well. With all the shows that Clan has, because I have my favorite kind of shows. What are the favorite shows that y'all like from Clan McDonald? I'm gonna chime in real quick, and I'm gonna ask Caesar. I don't know if you see a lot of their art shows, but I'm gonna ask Clan right after that. Like, what are your favorite? But my favorite are always when you have 2 artists doing a calibration pieces. Like, hey,
50-50.
The 50-50 shows. Those are always cool because one side is like, but then the other person just like does something amazing just with it. I'm like, bro, I didn't even think this was gonna work. That was a great thing, and those shows to me are awesome. So before I go to the answers here, what are y'all favorite shows?
Just to give you guys an example of what Dell's talking about right here. So one half was done by Marissa Pope, the other half was done by Marat, and the customer picks their 2 characters, or they could even just say, hey, just do artist choice. Pick your characters on whatever blank this is.
And we get some really, really cool requests too. Like we'll get Aquaman and Mantis. Well, they got 2 totally different shaped heads doing a 50-50. Mm-hmm. That's probably one of my favorite ones. And it was.
We have to organize and.
So this is how we write it up.
Not a big deal, but yeah, that's how we do that. So we write it up. The customer
characters and if it's getting graded or not. So
right.
Yeah.
So you're talking us. What are our favorite shows?
Yeah. What are your favorites to actually host?
Me personally, I love selling the original art. Aaron can attest to this.
Brandon are the worst.
I'll be I'll be the first to admit, and Aaron and Spencer will both say, excuse my language, I'll be motherfucking Spencer sometimes because he put up a piece that I want to buy so bad that it just makes me sick to my stomach. Like, oh my God. Oh man, that looks awesome. And it's constant, man. I feel like I'm just repeating myself the whole show. We'll have certain artists. Danny Mickey is just, he's amazing. He's one of the most amazing anchors. Brett Booth, Norm Ratman pieces.
Yep.
Those kill me every time. Passerin, his pencil only pieces, just Sean Chen. They just kill me. So that's probably my favorite. I love the original art stuff.
You shush, Austin.
I saw it live.
It's up for sale on my schedule and whatnot.
Oh, that's the other thing too, is we know what our customers like, so we always try screwing them over by bringing those characters. Daniel Burtis is one of them. We try our ass off to show as many Lex Luthor pages as we possibly can, just to make him jealous and make him want to buy something.
Awesome,
and he usually does.
What about you? What do you like? You like the live with the artist, don't you?
I love doing shows with artists, whether it's a Facebook show or a whatnot show, because I love
What's up, James?
I love facilitating the interaction between the customers and the artist, because a lot of customers don't normally get that ability or that chance, that opportunity to do so.
Right.
So I love being the one to kind of put that into perspective and kind of give them that opportunity. Hey, we're live with Marat, or we're live with Sean, or we're live with Aaron Bartling, or, X, Y, and Z artists. Ask them questions, guys. Say, give them compliments, ask them questions. And it's such a cool experience. Because again, I've only been in this business and this industry for coming up on 3 years. Before that, I had no idea any of this existed. I had no idea. Caesar, you've got all the slabs on the back of your wall. We've got all the art on the wall and slabs and all this stuff. I never knew this existed. So coming from zero knowledge to physically being with an artist to do a show, bringing product to our customers, to people on Whatnot who have never seen this stuff or have seen it and really want it, but also to give them that experience to actually have that conversation and ask questions and stuff with artists, I think is my favorite.
You're cracking me up.
She's really pushing for us to come out there.
She is, man. We go there.
But
hey, it's a great place out there. I know they have, Amazing Con over there?
Yes. I want to do Amazing Hawaii next year.
Amazing Hawaii.
You know what, Aaron? You're not. You are one of many who have no idea what's going on in this community, and they want to get into it, and they don't know how. And we get a lot of those. You'd be surprised how many times I get started to collect. Where do you start?
Yep.
Right.
And you go, well, what do you want to do? Are you reading? You like the art? Do you like the stories? Well, I kind of like Amazing Spider-Man. There you go. There's your introduction. Yep. Start reading that stuff or start collecting. And next thing you know, 3 years later, AKA Aaron is like knee deep and balls deep in shit that you can't even pay for because it's crazy. Yeah. Because first of all, this is one hobby that is very expensive and can be very expensive.
So Thomas brought this up, and I'm so glad because I got this from Clan too.
Oh, you pulled out Amber Heard. I knew you pulled out that Amber Turd, baby.
I was looking for it.
Oh, the Amber Turd.
Dude, I loved it. Okay, if you can't see, there we go.
So we talk about things that we enjoy doing and like doing. I love the homage covers. I've always been Marat Michaels is probably one of my best friends in the universe.
He's the homage king, man.
And I love coming up with ideas for Marat. Well, my wife absolutely despises Amber Heard. Right. Despises her. She loves Johnny Depp. She despises Amber Heard. So, of course, after the whole trial and everything, I'm like, oh, we got to do an Amber Turd cover now. So we came up with the idea. Marat just ran with it, man. Just ran with it.
He's quick on the draw, too,
he is.
man. like our other variant, the slap poo.
Yeah,
that literally Marat did that cover
overnight.
Yeah, the night at the award ceremony where Will Smith smacked the shit out of Chris Rock. Marat,
dude, I saw that one.
He drew that homage cover overnight and hit up Steve at like 7 o'clock the next morning.
You want this?
Hey,
you want this cover? And we were like, we got to do it.
Do we?
Yeah. So,
Robert,
guy in the store just yesterday, and we BS for an hour to figure out what to hook them up with. There you go.
That's it.
Yeah.
You just talk about it, find out what they like.
We all started somewhere, right? Didn't we all start somewhere?
Yeah, you had to. I mean, Robert Enlow just nailed it. Brian Polito and I are two peas in a pod, man.
Yep.
We are two of the highest energy people out there. And about 5 years ago, I closed out Brian's Phoenix Fan Fusion show on a Sunday before I hopped on an airplane. And I'm not going to say the dollar amount that we did together, but we went ballistic live at Phoenix Fan Fusion. It was hilarious. I mean, we just fed off of each other. He's flapping, I'm flapping, and it's just nonstop. Like we had 5 Red Bulls in us. Literally like we had 5 Red Bulls in us. I'm going to go one. I got to tell you a real quick story here, and you guys are going to get a kick out of this. This is one of my favorite stories about artists and live sales. I've already told you, Rob, that Marat Michaels is one of my best friends. One of his best friends is Rob Liefeld. Known each other since he moved here back to LA 20 some odd years ago. Okay. They've worked together forever. Very good friends. He had never really heard of us too much, but in Seattle about 4 years ago, Marat and I were going to do a Friday night live sale after the show was over from our hotel room. Rob and his wife Joy were at that same show and asked Marat out to dinner, and he said he couldn't go because he's doing a live stream with Clan McDonald Comics, with Steve and Clan McDonald Comics. Made Marat sit down for like 20 minutes and explain to him, well, what's this live sale thing? Because Rob's a salesman too. I mean, he loves selling. He loves bullshitting and being on camera and doing all that. So he had to spend time explaining it to him, left the show floor, coming to meet me. I'm walking into my hotel and Rob and Joy are walking out. Rob stops me and has me explain the whole process over one more time to him. He goes, well, how can we do one of those? You think we can do one here at the show this weekend? I'm like, yeah, you want to do it tomorrow? He goes, for sure. So Saturday afternoon, as the show's about ready to end, he got security guards to block off his booth area so nobody could come in. We did a live stream at his booth, just me, his assistant David, and Rob. We started the show, and Rob's like, all right, what do you want me to do? What do you want me to talk about? I'm like, nothing, man. I said, you were going to do some remarks, right? He goes, yeah, we can do some remarks, but you want to interview me? Do you want to do anything? I'm like, no, man. I said, let's just have fun with it. I'm going to do my thing. I said, I'm going to start at one end of the table, and I'm going to start working around and see what we can sell.
I love Rob.
You love this story. You know this story too.
I love Rob.
So we started it, and Rob's sitting there and he's drawing, and I introduced him. I said, hi. I said, who we're with and everything. And again, I'm not going to give figures. We made buku bucks.
Buku, I heard of that.
In less than an hour and a half stream, we made a lot of money. After the show was over, I'm like, how did it go? He goes, it went great. He goes, I wanted to talk, but I didn't want to interrupt you. You were doing so damn good selling shit.
Yeah, exactly. Now, like even Brandon said, I've seen Rob on Whatnot. Yep. He's doing well on Whatnot. He's
killing it. He's killing it.
He loves talking and chatting and just talking with his fans and all that.
There you go.
There it is. There you go, baby.
I have a long story, but I have pricing out a bunch of image books, and I'm going image Rob, Capullo, Rob. I'm like, wow, that's right. Rob was the 90s kid.
He was, man.
Image 90s, man.
He was.
So what is your next, when's your next con? Because I know we talked about, let's talk about that first, and then we'll go ahead on your lineup of all the cons. So we did talk about it for a bit, but then you want to go ahead and talk about it more.
Yeah, so we've got Voices Against Cancer initiative on July 15th. We're very honored to be invited to that. Everybody in the entire industry knows my good friend John Jesperson. He is a part of this. Josh Brame is another person who's a part of this. They invited us to come out as the CBCS facilitator and set up a booth for sales. They've got Daniel Partouche for CGC submissions, and they have a JSA certificate person there. What this is a tremendously generous group of voice actors, donate their time, and a few artists too. Ryan Kincaid, I asked Ryan Kincaid if he would join us. So we are going to have a few artists there. We have a couple of artists that are coming that have not been announced yet, so I can't say anything. But no. So basically, it's all these celebrities and voice actors donating their time, all their signing fees, and it's going to be going to cancer research for the Voices Against Cancer initiative, which is, like I said at the very beginning of the show, it's predominantly based towards cancer research for children, but it's all cancer research. So there is a link. I think you've got it, Del, for the donation. If you're not able to make it or you don't want to get something signed, that's my Facebook group right there. I do have a post up.
Oh, actually, give me
okay.
one moment.
But you can make donations ahead of time. We've got an auction going on right now where we had customers. Dana, you can just stand it right there.
I'm going to talk about.
We had customers donate items. We had artists donate items. This is a
I'm going to
sewer
talk
cover.
about Richard's comment as well to piggyback off of this.
This is a sewer cover, a foam sewer cover drawn on by Robbie Pelletier, who drew the turtles on this thing.
That's pretty cool. Look at that.
Absolutely amazing. He painted that on there. That's just one piece that's in the auction. We got about 50,
So
60
we
items.
actually had the customer that wanted to donate the actual foam board piece, and Robbie, the artist, dedicated or donated his time to his art on this, and it's so freaking cool.
It looks cool.
So that's our next big show. I think Aaron's just tossed you guys up a couple of links too.
I put it in
you can see the guests.
Private chat, Dell, if you want to pop it up somewhere.
Got it.
But so to touch on Richard's comment, so the artist who did that manhole cover replica thing goes by RZP Art on Dell just popped up the donation link for Voices. But so this guy Robbie, 2 years ago we met him at Terrificon at Connecticut.
We were luckily seated next to his booth.
Literally right next to us. So we were with Spencer Beck of the Artist Choice, all the original art. We were on the end of his kind of line of tables, and right next to us was this young guy, Robbie, kind of my age. And so normally my first day of a convention, Dana's running around doing signatures for all the customers. Steve's getting the booth kind of organized, kind of doing the game plan for the weekend. My first day is scouting out talent.
New art.
Right? So new artists, people we haven't worked before with. And so that was my first stop. And
this huge backdrop.
It's probably a 15-foot backdrop of all his painted signs. What he does is he takes old repurposed street signs, strips them down, and paints right over them. And it could be anything across the board.
No parking
DC,
signs.
Marvel, no parking
stop signs,
danger signs, all these street signs, right? Paints different characters over them. And I fell in love with his art instantly. Like, I didn't even walk past his booth before starting to talk to him. And so I told him who we were. And I'm like, you know what? Hey, Steve, check this guy out. You want to try and do a live show with him? Saturday afternoon, we did our first live sale of the weekend with this new guy, Robbie. I'll say there were 3 pieces left in his booth after our live show.
We sold them out.
Our customers loved it. And all that to say, kind of going back to what Richard was saying, and I think there was another comment, maybe it was Brandon. And again, kind of going back what I was saying, my favorite kind of sales are with these artists. On the flip side of that, Sean was in here, they've done live sales with us. There are a lot of times where our live sales make their con weekends.
Yeah.
And that's not saying, I'm not saying that as, oh, look at us, we're making these people money, but it opens up a lot of customers to an artist again who can't be at the convention. So
it's like a convention within a convention with us.
Right.
We try to bring the conventions to the people at home that for whatever reason they can't fly, they can't drive, they could be handicapped, they could have immune issues that they can't go into public. There's so many various reasons why somebody can never ever get to a convention, even in their own area, to go visit and see artists that they want to meet. So I will say this, and it's not floating my own boat or anything. One of the biggest things that I love knowing that I'm doing is assisting artists to succeed.
So
we did it during COVID. We were very, very lucky to have a lot of artist friends reach out to us.
That's great.
That we did a tremendous amount of work with. We helped them pay their rent during COVID, or pay for food or whatever during COVID.
Right, yeah.
At the same time, artists or customers were able to get comics and art from these guys, because there was no conventions.
It's a very simple concept.
Hi, Mom.
The same reason why people order from a online for a pull list, because they say the closest LCS is 2 hours away.
Yeah,
sure.
3 hours away.
Yep.
So they go online, they pull out, and then get it mailed to them. I mean, you guys do it in a different factor, but it's the same concept. It's a win-win. I mean,
but this is my mom, right? And
hi, Mary. Hi, Mom.
So I'm pretty sure she's gonna want to ask me, is there any chance in the future to get some of these what are they called, Mom? B12, BT, those Asian groups?
BTS.
BTS. She's a big fan all of a sudden, and
I don't know if they're even making convention appearances in the U.S.
I know they were in Vegas. They're supposed to be. My mom told me they're coming around here. So I would suggest, they have a big following, and if you were to somehow be one of the first people to get them on,
your mission. There's your mission, Aaron.
That would be something like big. I mean, I know my mom would, go in depth for them, but other than that, I know there's a big following for BTS. They have a big following everywhere.
Oh yeah, K-pop is huge. Period.
Yeah,
it's horrible.
Oh, Sean,
she's BTS.
Sean just hit another huge topic. COVID hit everybody.
Yeah,
that's right.
Think about all these artists that depend upon going to 40 conventions a year, selling their prints for $10 a piece, or their cover sketches, or their exclusives that they have made or anything. That all shut down.
Yeah.
Unless they were Clayton Crane or John Romita Jr. Doing 2 or 3 covers a month for Marvel and DC, they had zero income coming in. So it was fun. It was fun being able to facilitate some of that.
Good luck with that, Austin.
Signing with Eminem if you
Good luck with that.
I am there.
I want to do a signing with Eminem. So that's our next con. Long story short on that one, it's a mini con, but it's also for a great cause. From there, we got Terrific Con in Hartford. After that, gigantic lineup for that show, celebrities and artists. Boston Fan Expo, I worked tremendously with the Fan Expo staff. Phenomenal team. Rich Capobianco is amazing. Kevin for the pros. There, we work very well with them. We do a lot of their shows together. So I got Boston Fan Expo back to back with Chicago Fan Expo. So I'm in Boston with my 2 sons for 4 days. We're actually taking an extra day to do some sightseeing. We come back, and then Chicago Fan Expo starts the following Thursday. And then after that, I've got Jet Li, Alex Sinclair, and Scott Williams is my big, gigantic event at Cincinnati. We're going to be offering up sketches and remarks with those guys at Cincinnati, and then trying to fill in the blanks with a few shows in between.
I can't believe my mom's having a conversation in the chat.
Hey, Del, my mom pops into every single show that we do, but as soon as she starts seeing the booby books go up, she's like, all right, I'm out. See you later. or when Spencer comes on because he has a foul mouth. That she can't handle that. She has to bow out of the stream.
You know, so I'm glad you brought that up. Movie books, right? Not a lot. People don't like them, and they'll express their opinions. Like, why would people buy it? Is it true? I mean, that's what I've heard. The biggest buyers of booby books are female.
No, it's not the largest. I don't think.
I'd say it's a fair majority, to be honest.
Do you really?
Yeah, over time. I mean, right when when we started on Whatnot almost 2 years ago. It's been about a year and a half.
Thank you, John. Love you, man.
Awesome,
and I've got you. You're one of the 8 people that I talked about getting on the list, dude. So, and I know I keep saying it. We're going to get you out there soon on the Sketch Ops, buddy.
Yeah, we'll see you there, Sean.
Yep.
But yeah, so when we first started,
I have to get a box out too, Sean.
One of my biggest themed shows was CMC After Dark. And it was, Del, you remember when I first started those shows, right? I was going because, we had so much raw book backstock and even slabbed backstock that I was selling from basically 7 or 8 p.m. Till like 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. Because every single book that I was putting up was selling, and for decent money. That, it seemed like it was a fairly large male population buying all that stuff, but over time, there's me, Ma.
Yeah, there's me, Ma.
There's Steve's mom.
I'll mention I have a famous cousin who was an artist, so I'll mention that after Aaron's done.
But so over time, a lot more sellers are getting into, they saw the trend fairly early. They hopped on the bandwagon and they started doing more of these exclusives, more of these different covers. And now more people are selling them. More people are buying into them and then reselling them. So over time, we'll get to that too. And well, I'll say that too.
DeBalfo boobies.
DeBalfo boobies.
Twice in one weekend. I got booted off my camera and my son's camera, I think, and then we had to switch over to Marat's camera because Facebook booted me twice because of DeBalfo boobies.
Yeah, call them Balfo boobies.
So now we learn to cover everything up on Facebook. But
yeah, right.
So there are a lot of females that do appreciate the booby books. I will say this: one thing that we've tried to do is we've tried not to be a booby book only company.
Yeah.
We've attempted to over the years remain extremely diversified in what we offer up with our offerings. We don't want to be known as the booby book people. You know what I mean? We just don't. We know there's a market for it, so I'm not stupid. I'm gonna buy it and I'm gonna sell it, but I don't want to be the guy that's selling nothing but booby books 7 days a week.
Yep. Yeah.
I'm too big of a fan of the old school artists and everything. I'm going to stair step that into real quick because my mom's in the show now. She did want me to mention Caesar. I'm sure you're aware. Do you know who Don Newton is?
Yeah, of course I know who Don Newton is.
That's my third cousin.
Is it really?
Yeah. I think it's my mother's second cousin, if I'm not mistaken. She'll correct me if I'm wrong, I'm sure. But when I was a little kid, I was able to actually get some of the old Charlton Comics Phantom comic books from my parents, and that's when I found out that my cousin drew that cover. He drew that cover. He did a lot of amazing spooky story covers for Charlton Comics. Tales of the Macabre,
Golden Age stuff. Yeah.
Yes.
Correct.
Yes.
Wow.
So it's my third, her second cousin. So I'm very proud to say I have every single Phantom cover that Don ever did, graded Blue Label. I have one graded verified signature that he actually had, that he signed, that I got lucky on.
And I want Stephen, I want to thank you, by the way, to saying, Caesar, I know you know, and you didn't say that to Dad.
Because I see what's on your wall behind you.
Because I'm not old, Caesar.
That's funny. No, it's okay.
No, because I can tell what you collect and everything.
Senor Bravo!
You would appreciate it. I know you're older than Del, but I wasn't going to go there.
I am older than Del.
I was merely admiring your wall behind you and drooling.
Well, the thing is that you talked about it earlier when how you collected for the art in the 90s. When I was started to collect the 90s, if I saw art that I liked, I would just pick it up, and I never read a story. That's why I'm known as a guy who's never read a comic before.
Right.
So all my books are near mint from the 90s. So this is why I collect. So then once I did away with that, I started going with the gold. The Silver Age is my jam, and I like the art of the Silver Age. It's just so cool and classic, and that's why I get the
colors just pop.
I preserve it, and that's why I like the slabs. And people are like, "Oh, you encapsulate your." No, that's what I like.
This is a piece from Luis. I love it.
Yeah. So Luis, we met him in Vegas. And again, I think it was myself and maybe even Steve walking around looking at new artists, looking at people who have sketch covers and art and stuff up on their displays that we're, in our mind, we could do a great live sale with this guy or this girl.
Right.
Our customers would eat this stuff up. So we walked past Luis's booth, and he's got sketch covers. He's got graded sketch covers. He's got celebrity signed graded books, sketches that he's done signed by celebs. And immediately, like our wheels are turning. Let's do it. Let's reach out. So we stopped at his booth. Steve introduced himself again, the whole spiel, and set up literally for the next day. All right, let's do a show at such and such time. And it was an amazing show. We had some of our baller customers come in, buy some high-end pieces, but a lot of other people, again, who
James,
never seen Luis's work, or people who are looking for, a signed Katie Sackhoff book or something like that, or just sketch covers. They come into this show, stuff that's not priced extremely high, and they're eating it up.
What's cool about Luis is that we preset a sketch op with him to coincide with 2 separate shows. Voices Against Cancer, because he does such a phenomenal job. Dana, go get my Dark Chrysanthemum cover, the one you just had that's going to be signed by the one that's going to be signed by Carrie Jones. That we then did a sketch op with him for Voices Against Cancer.
I was going to ask you.
You can get Katie Sackhoff. You can get Emperor Palpatine on a cover. You can get whoever else you want to have on your cover, and I'm going to take it with me to get it signed. The people at Voices Against Cancer just thought, wow, that's an amazing idea. You're killing 2 birds with 1 stone. You're getting an artist to draw some stuff, and you're going to bring that stuff to get signed by the artist. You guys got to see this piece. I jumped on it at his booth. I didn't even give my customers the opportunity to buy this.
Hold on, let me get this comment off. Oh,
look at that!
Great.
Is that amazing or what?
Yeah,
I bought a Darth Vader off of Bravo too. Dude, his Star Wars stuff is always good.
Look at the eyes.
Yeah.
So this is going to be signed by Carrie Jones, who played Dark Chrysanthemum, and I'm going to have it signed. I'm going to have a dual signed badass cover sketch in my personal collection.
Yeah, Luis is I was introduced to him from who brought him on the sketch off. And when he was on the sketch off, I was like, this guy needs to be known more because he's phenomenal. I mean, why isn't he not blowing up, right? So I love it. Luis he has some good shit.
There's a couple of people that said things, and I kind of missed it, and I apologize, guys.
No, the comments are flying. Hey guys, listen. First of all, thank you all for being
James.
here.
That's just one of his covers.
That's it. John Wick and Thanos, man, killing him with the pencil.
With the pencil, right?
I love it. I love it.
Dude, I have so much art here. I forgot. I got this from Clan as well.
Yep.
Dude, all my art is basically from Clan or from the artists themselves.
Thanks.
So,
man.
Dude, guys, if you need something, I was going to ask you actually before I even go and give you a love. Are you going to have, what else are you going to have of Katie to buy from? Because I want to get something from her.
The only thing that I have that's going up for sale tomorrow in my sales post of things to be signed are literally 3 pops. That's it. The Bo-Katan.
That's all we need.
I'm going to show it right here.
I have 3 of them. I have 3 of them left. That's it. I have nothing else. I didn't have any comics, but people can still send us comics. We just got to have them by July 10th.
So here, guys, this is part of our Voices charity auction.
Yep. I got Anthony Daniels C3PO comics that's on the auction. There's one comic. These are all the auction pieces right here, guys. But there's going to be a sales post going up. There's the pop that I'm going to have tomorrow. 3 copies, 3 of those for sale that can be signed.
How much are they going to be?
I think no. Well, that's an auction, but
yeah.
the ones that are for sale, I think those are $10 a piece, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, really?
10.
Can I claim one right now?
10 or 20. I forget. I might be able to help a brother out.
Music Martin, we're be insane.
Oh,
Look
yeah.
at Ollie said, told you.
I even bought a couple of watches to auction off, so that we can get the box signed. If they want to have Anthony Daniels sign the box, we can get those signed. So people are being super generous already. Bids like $75 on one watch and $50 on another. I mean, I think the watches cost me like $75 a piece. So people are being really cool, making good bids and everything on it. Some really cool pieces.
I drew something, Stephen, and I'll donate that and I'll sign it, and you can see we can auction off.
I mean, I think they'll just pay you to get send it back, but yeah,
That's
we can go
nice.
ahead.
This one too. Can be signed by Manu Bennett.
Oh yeah, Manu Bennett will be there. Deathstroke. So, but we got all kinds of cool stuff like that coming up tomorrow on that sale. But that's a good cause one. Was there did anybody else have any other questions that I missed or said or anything?
Let's see.
There was a lot of stuff flying around. A lot
I think we're
of.
clean. I think we're clean.
That's a
No, that's a good thing. First of all, the cause is out of sight. We all know that. And at the same time, get some cool shit. You know, get some good stuff.
What's up, Shikari?
What's up, Shikari? What's going on, brother?
Yeah, Shikari's been sort of a regular on our show of late in the comments.
Love it.
Yeah.
I lost the comment on my screen. Somebody was talking about the piece that John Wesley Ship is going to be signing for us in a couple of weeks. Aaron's refreshing. There it is. Andy Mackey. So Luis did a phenomenal cover sketch that had Barry Allen and Jay Garrick and John Wesley Ship on there, already dual signed by Barry Allen and Jay Garrick.
Yep.
So I'm taking it with me to get signed by Wesley Ship at Terrificon. That's going to be awesome. So we'll have the artist Luis plus those 3 celebrity signatures and the 3 celebrity heads painted on this cover. That's a really cool one.
Surprised he hasn't mentioned his love with the shadow.
That's who said that? Yeah, that's my favorite character in the universe. I'm a huge Shadow fan, Batman fan.
I'm trying to look to see what Gwen he's talking about. I don't have a Gwen over my shoulder, Robert.
Robert, he's Caesar. I'm Del, or Delicious, or Culinary Comics.
Oh, he's talking about you. Yes.
Oh, you're Gwen that you've got. Who is that?
Who's the artist on that?
Who's the artist on the Gwen?
Right here. No, this is actually what's it called? It's not really a what are these things called? It's
like a promo card. What is it?
Like what's it? I can't forget what it was. I just bought it
today, Junior.
Yeah, Andy Mackey nailed me there because my favorite female character is Robin Hood from Zenoscope. A huge fan of Robin Hood.
A print, yes, it's a print, but not really a print. If it's dude, I'm blanking out.
This is the part where we all just kind of wait for Del.
You know what? It's a cool piece. So.
Oh, okay.
That's all I can say. I'm other art. I had artists commissioned, right, to do my kids. So did my son, one of my sons. Awesome. Michael Radcliffe did my daughter, and Louise did my son over there.
Awesome.
So I had all my kids being commissioned pieces.
Super cool, man.
I put it back down.
Thanks for having us on tonight, man.
All of our customers that are in the room, can you say my favorite character?
Ooh, let's see if anybody remembers Dana's favorite character.
Wonder Woman.
Nope.
No, that's my wife.
I was close.
You're close. Yeah,
Larry's
that's good.
in here. Emilio's in here. Brandon's in here.
We got a bunch of our.
Come on, guys,
OGs.
speak up.
There
it is.
Belle.
She is a
There
sucker for any Belle piece that we find. If she's not at the convention,
Even Sean remembers.
If we're at a convention, we all take care of each other when we're at conventions. If Aaron's not with us and we see a really cool Captain America piece, one of us goes and buys it for him. If we see a Belle piece and Dana's not there, we buy her a Belle piece. And they usually come home with
something. I make out like a bandit because there's a lot of Disney.
Yeah.
Sometimes they come home for stuff for me. It's either going to be Batman or Shadow. Usually they snag for me. So, but yeah.
Okay, so dude, it was a good conversation so far.
This was fun.
So today, Secret Invasion came out. Are y'all looking forward to that?
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it Monday. We're having a watch party, so I gotta wait till Monday. But I'm looking forward to it. Anything with Samuel Jackson. I'm in. To be honest.
Yeah.
I'm totally down for it. I will say this though: I usually wait until it's done.
So you can binge watch it.
So I can binge watch. Yeah, I'm not one that can watch an episode and then wait a week to watch the next episode. I just can't. I can't do it. I have to binge watch.
Who's your favorite?
You're gonna have to stay away from social media for a bit because the first people always tend to spoil it.
I know.
Which is impossible for us in our business. So
Two-Face, Austin, Two-Face, and it's only because I love the art of him being drawn.
Go ahead, Dale.
So last night I watched Flash at the drive-in.
Oh, you did.
Good movie, and I want to bring it up because I don't want to spoil it for anybody.
Yeah.
Over all the issues that's been going on with Flash himself, I think the movie was real good. I'm not the best. I want to give it like a 7.5, 8-ish, but it was entertaining at the least. So there has been a lot of people saying that there is superhero lag or syndrome. Like they're seeing too many superhero movies.
Superhero fatigue.
Fatigue, pretty
Yeah.
Do you all have the same mentality as that, or you think there's not enough?
No, there's a lot that's been coming out. Literally, it's like every other week is a brand new series or movie coming out. It's crazy.
That's why I'm okay with everything being pushed back of late. I think we kind of need that break because a lot of these Marvel movies are being pushed back to 2024, 2025, even 2026. I'm okay. Someone said, do we have a problem with that? I think it's okay for us to kind of sort of have a break from it. It gives us something to look forward to as well. So I'm kind of good with it. Kind of.
Look at Aaron, always the salesman.
I
Aaron
gotta
is.
tease. I gotta tease, man.
Dude,
Gotta tease him. Who just said that?
Svoboda
just said about his Spawn fetish here. Look at this.
Ken Heiser dual sketches. And I got Manu Silva sketches. I got a Ron Leary Spawn sketch.
Look at that.
Make sure you're on.
Huge cover art and remark sale next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday
on Whatnot, guys. Easily over 300 items of nothing but cover sketches and remarked items. Yeah. So something else that we've been doing lately is we've been working with some artists. A lot of the up and coming artists. We've been buying 20 to 25 completed pieces from them instead of doing like sketch ops. We'll just send them 25 blanks and say, here, draw on these, and we pay them up front and give them the money for it, and then we're buying them on speculation. That's what some of these pieces are. That's what some of these pieces are that are going in the Whatnot stream. You're just being cruel, man. Oh, there's mine. You did take it and put it up. No, that's not for sale. That's mine. God damn it.
All right.
Damn. There's already there's a pre-bid. You gotta leave it there.
Is there already a that was done? That was done. So this piece here was done literally in what, an hour? Start to finish?
I would say less than that.
Less than an hour by Gus Mock. Gus Mock did the pencils at the Drink and Draw charity auction last week at Heroes Con. He did the pencils. He handed it directly over to Martin Zavala, who had his airbrush compressor and airbrush machine at the table at the Drink and Draw, and he airbrushed that totally.
Yeah.
He's been teasing this thing for a minute.
Walked it up to the
Austin was there.
Walked it up to the rep up there that takes the pieces they then price it and put it up on the wall for the first person that claims it. Well, I walked up with Martin, and as soon as the guy said the price, I'm like, sold, give it to me. I want that.
Don't live on camera, and it's awesome. Yeah, dude. When we had that show, was it last year? When we had that competition, and we donated money to Winter Warrior. and see all those artists go live in front of us. It was great.
Isn't it fun?
It was fun, especially when they had 10 minutes to do it on the cuff.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's it's kind of funny. I remember I never read any of my books. So when I see these Spawn books that I'm pricing, I forget how cool these Spawn covers are from the 90s. They just they revolutionized the art.
Oh, Spider-Punk.
Yeah, I love that one. Yeah, Aaron's just having fun. He's just flipping through the whatnot previews.
And it was crazy how Martin's piece went from, not it was crazy, but over 2K for a good charity.
Yeah,
that was awesome.
Isn't that great? Scotty Young's went for 7, I think 7K. Yeah, yep.
I'm gonna show off one more piece of On's. I like her twist. She did this when she was drunk.
Oh my god, that's usually when they do their best work.
True.
Right.
That's
drunk or stone. The drunk or stone. That's usually when they do their best work at 3:00 in the morning. I know that for a fact.
Dude, it was amazing. It just came out
That's
so awesome.
Gorgeous.
Go back to where it was. Let me put this back over here.
What?
Am I remembering this one?
We'll see. But no, anyway, guys, thank you so much for having us on. I don't know if there's any other questions or anybody else wants to chat or anything like that. I mean, we're not in a hurry, but if anybody wants to ask anything about what else we do, I'm gonna plug what we got coming up though, man. As far as sketch ops, we've got some amazing sketch and signing ops coming up for people.
Oh yeah, because you always put a list on there so people can get ready.
Caesar, who did that cover?
What was that, Caesar?
This was McFarlane, Capullo as well.
31.
Oh, it's an older one. Nice.
Yeah, I'm like I said, I'm selling my spawns, and I'm looking at these. I'm going, wow, these guys really did revolutionize the time, right?
Yeah,
because their colors that they chose and everything, it's just badass.
Now I know why it's a drink and draw. Well, that's why I have Ariel and on July 5th with another drink and draw and Amy Good. So I think it's Amy. I can't remember who it was. So they always do great because there's just like the creativity just flows naturally. But go ahead and plug it in, Steve.
So sketch ops, guys. Ungodly, amazing lineup. We got Scott Hanna, Mike DiCarlo, Luis Bravo, Tana Ford, Greg Land, Mark Teixeira is up on my page right now. Danny Mickey is about to be announced. In about another month, we're going to do our next Jim Starlin op. And about another month, we're going to do our next JR Scott Hanna op. Those are fun. The JR Scott Hanna ops are amazing. John does an 11x17 head, torso or full body pencil, and you have the option of having Scott Hanna enhance it and ink it, and they are baller. Aaron's bringing me something. Oh yeah, just to give you an idea, this is one we just got back for a customer.
Black Bolt.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, amazing pieces. So those are some of the big things we've got coming up. If you guys are into signatures, we got Brian Boland. Books got to be here in like 2 days.
4 days.
2 days. They're going to the UK. Delato, Perillo Cohen. The big one for me, man, is Ivan Reyes. We're going to have a bundle of books going over to Ivan Reyes in about a month and a half. August. We're sending those over. Delato is shipping next week, I think. So that's a tight. Is it July? July 15th. So that's a tight one.
Delato is
but my favorite one that I've got coming up is going to be a big, gigantic one we're doing in Cincinnati with Jim Lee, Scott Williams, and Alex Sinclair.
That's going to be a good one.
That's going to be fun. It's all going to be done in person for signatures, remarks, and sketches. We're going to be offering up again with Jim.
Oh, that's a big one, James. Holy cow. That's a stacked list.
I missed it. What was that? I missed the comment.
TorpedoCon here in a couple of weeks in Glendale.
Nice.
J. Scott Campbell, Frank Cho, Mike Mayhew, David Mack.
Oh, David Mack. He's another one of my favorites.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever worked with Josh?
I work with his agent. I've never done any sketch ops or anything, and not to say that I can't. I work very well with comic sketch art. It's just that those guys are usually so jam-packed with their convention schedules and their schedules in general that they don't really offer too many extra sketch ops, to be honest with you.
What's your favorite kilt?
Mine. I do have one. I do wear one. I am going to be wearing one at Terrificon, and I'll be wearing it at Voices Against Cancer too. Daniel says he keeps repeating himself.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, they're pricey, Emilio, but yeah, they're very pricey. The remarks I think are in the 400s, 400 or 500 for a remark, for Pete's sake.
Yeah.
Have y'all ever tried to get like an actor and actress on like a signing event? Because
so no,
okay.
No. A short answer is no. I mentioned before I work very, very well at the Fan Expo shows. I do very well getting celebrities done there. I'm going to be doing Hayden Christensen again in August. John Bernthal, I just found out today he's not doing any shows for a while.
Nope. We thought he was going to do Boston.
We figured he was going to do Boston, but he's not. Last year I did a signing. I did get stuff signed by Ewan McGregor, not McGregor. Ewan. Oh my God! Ewan.
Ewan McGregor.
It is
the one
McGregor.
Star Wars.
Yeah, Star Wars.
You're thinking Conor McGregor.
Conor McGregor for a second. It's not something that I've ever specialized in. It's a very tough niche to jump into. It really is. So I do celebrities on a very, very small scale. If I'm going to a show and people want me to get celebrities, we will usually limit it to like the top 5 celebrities that I think will be chosen. The reason being is because I can't have my staff standing in line for 4 or 5 hours for one signature.
Yeah.
I just can't do it. And I just don't have the types of relationships like I do with artists and artist reps.
Not yet.
I'm getting there. I'm working towards it.
Rich Capobianco does us a lot.
Yeah, he does us a big favor. He helps us tremendously. So that's why I say, usually if it's a Fan Expo show, I can get most of the celebrities fairly easily. So yeah.
Bernthal is slated to be in Denver. Fan Expo.
He's going to be in Denver.
Yeah.
I'm not unfortunate. Oh, I want to do a Rosario Dawson signing. I love her.
Yeah, she won't be there.
Oh, that show is going to be coming up too. So are you going to looking forward for that one too?
What show is that, Dale?
Fuck you, Caesar. I can't say her name correctly. Okay, Sokka.
Thank you, Caesar.
Thank you, Caesar.
Oh, Sokka. Okay, you know what? See what I mean? I kill her name every single time I say it.
What do you do in the bathtub? Yosoka. So it's
see? There you go.
Sokka. See, last time somebody wrote it like and separated Sokka, and I read it correctly that time.
But it's not O.
In my head, it's Asaka or something.
Ahsoka. As a matter of fact, we got Dale so flustered last time that he just said that chick. That girl.
Dude, it was one of the right now I have the brain fart of what it is. It's like a screen printing. That's what it is. See, now I remember.
Now I know.
So
my wife and I watched Sin City for the first time together the other night.
Oh, really?
And I love all the.
That's one of my favorite. The first one was one of my favorites.
I love the Sin City movies, and so we sat down and watched it. And all of a sudden, they come to that scene where the cop Jack is driving down into the girls' town.
Mm-hmm.
You know, where all the babes are, all the hookers are.
Yeah.
And all my wife said, and Dana knows this. Oh, now I know why you like Sin City. Oh. You got Rosario Dawson in the long nylon leggings in there, man.
That's a great movie, man.
It's
a
awesome. Movie.
It really is a good movie.
She'll be at Boston.
Are you guys looking forward to the Indiana Jones and the new face of his for the young now? Not so much.
I'm old school. Jessica Alba. Yeah, I see that, Emilio. Not really.
Yeah.
No. I'll watch it, but I'll wait for it to be on Max or Prime or Netflix or something like that. Okay. We probably won't go see it at the theater. I still got to go see Flash. I got to make the time to go see that.
Did you watch Spider-Verse? Uh-huh.
I saw it. It's not my cup of tea.
Uh-huh.
And I think it's because I'm too old for it.
Nah.
All the flashing and the unusual animation is just not my style.
Steven, how old are you? You're
I'm
what?
56.
Okay, so you're not that much older than I am. I can see that. It's a lot of stuff going on. If you're sensitive to light and all that shit, you might want to stay away because it's a lot of stuff going on.
Nonstop the entire movie, nonstop.
Oh, we saw Avatar, the new Avatar in 3D. That was trippy.
Oh, I did that, and then the thing was shaking.
Don't do
Oh, yeah.
If you have a Amber Heard signing, I'm sending that book in to get signed.
Boston. She'll be at Ahsoka will Rosario will be at
Boston.
Asaka will be at Boston.
Yeah, Ahsoka.
Fucking
that's funny. Remember,
Martin.
I didn't watch Avatar.
I feel like I have to say it every time he comes in. ¿Qué pasó, Martin?
You know, it is. I get it though, Steven. That movie's not for everybody.
Spanish.
Yeah. Be careful. Don't ever say anything bad to Aaron in Spanish, Del, because he speaks.
Oh, I'll come right back at you.
Oh my gosh! Why is it that they always learn the bad words before they learn the real words?
When Aaron was talking to Luis for the first time, you could tell that he was trying to communicate with him. And he said, basically, do you want to speak in Spanish? And Luis was like,
oh, it was through Messenger, right? So you could definitely tell he was using like Google Translate to do like full kind of text, whatever. And I said in Spanish, I was like, si quieres hablar en español, it's fine. In the message, he goes, oh my God, you speak Spanish. Oh my God. It was so funny.
Everybody wasn't telling you to my grandma. It's not bad. It happens. It's not the first time. Like, it's with certain people's names that I always mess up, and I just be quiet. Like, I'll let somebody else say it instead of me because it's embarrassing.
That's the reason why. That's the reason why Dale has me on. That's the reason why.
Just say that blue Star Wars chick.
I mean, there's a lot of blue Star Wars chicks. No lie.
Yeah, but okay, people are gonna know who you're talking about.
The main one.
You're right. You're right.
Like,
but anyway.
If you say that little green dude from Star Wars, like people know
Grogu or Yoda,
right? But with all the newer stuff coming out, do you think they're gonna expect you to talk about Yoda or Grogu?
She is orange. She's got blue hair though.
That's fair.
See, that's what I mean. Like, hey, you never know what they're gonna say. But with that being said, are y'all looking forward to watch her on that show?
Yes.
To watch that woman on that show. Are you looking forward to watching that woman?
You know, that one chick on that one show.
Yeah,
I'm not going to say her name anymore.
It's a pretty. I think people are waiting for that, right? I mean, it's anticipated because everybody wants to see Thrawn, so everyone's waiting for Thrawn to make an appearance on Ahsoka. So I think that I think quite a few people are going to look forward to it.
Sure.
I know my son is. He is our Star Wars ultimate geek in our family. Our youngest, Riley.
Ashley Eckstein.
Ashley Eckstein was the voice actor. So Riley's always looking for more pops and stuff to get signed by Ashley too at cons.
His entire decade was made when he got to meet Hayden Christensen at MegaCon.
And that was our good friends.
And we tease him. We tease him about it too because we had because of the Aries, we tag teamed with their private signing with Hayden, and it was the last one of the night at like 8:30, 9 o'clock at night.
Take it easy, Austin.
Bye, Austin. See you, buddy. And so we went first, had all of our items signed, and then the Aries Captured Collectibles had all of their items signed. Riley kind of hung back against the wall the whole entire time that all their stuff was being signed, and was just like in awe being in the same room as Hayden Christensen. So when I gotta bounce back for a second. When I first walked in, I asked his manager, I said, is it okay if I get a picture of Hayden signing my son's pop and comics, while he's, standing there? She said, no, sir, I'm sorry. There's no photos during the private signings. I'm like, no problem. No worries. Just glad we made it in here to do this. The whole time, so about 45 minutes worth of signing, Riley's just standing at the back of the wall. after he's signed his last thing, the manager, the staff, everybody just starts grabbing their stuff, their purses, their water bottles, everything, and they turn their backs. Riley leans into Hayden. He goes, I just got to tell you, I really love you, man. You're an amazing actor. And Hayden looks up at him and he says, thank you, so much. And Riley had the balls. He goes, can I just sneak a really quick selfie with you real quick? And Hayden looks off to his left to make sure the manager wasn't looking. He goes, yeah, come here. Hold him in. And he got a selfie with Hayden, and just made his entire universe complete.
Isn't it kind of?
But we made so much fun of him.
Yeah, because we said, really, all you can come up with, I love you, man. We're like, that's all you can come up with.
You know what? I will attest that sometimes you do kind of freeze up. I got to meet Francis Ford Coppola, and the first thing that popped in my head, I really enjoyed Dracula, because that's the only thing he did. And we talked for a while. We walked to his car. We were chatting. I'm like,
Ryan's in the house.
I really love Bram Stoker Dracula. It's great. This and he's like, oh, he's probably like, hey, thank you for bringing that up. But I'm like, fucking Godfather, you stupid son of a bitch. You could have asked me. I was so upset with myself, but I sympathize with the boy. I get it.
It's Terry and Ryan are in the group chat.
Ryan, you're in here, buddy?
Yeah,
this is one of the originals, guys. One of my original best friends in the industry. There he is. Oh, look at that. Murad, Ryan, literally two of my first artists I ever worked with regularly, guys. There it is. There's Riley and Hayden. Ha!
Oh, hold on.
That's funny.
That's the picture right there.
It's kind of sad that he has to kind of like look at his manager to make sure he's not looking.
Yeah,
it's kind of weird.
Yeah, they have their little rules and everything. But yeah, it's pretty sad that an actor had to do that.
Yeah.
What's up, Ryan? How was Hawaii?
Are you back yet?
Yeah, I think.
That's right. They're on vacation.
Yeah, I think they're back now, though.
I know, teasing us with all those pictures of the sea turtles and
Ryan,
scuba diving. And
like
good night, on.
Good night, on.
See you on.
Stay in touch.
Have a good day.
We'll set up Hawaii Con soon.
Yes.
I want to go to Hawaii.
You know what I love doing, like when we do these podcasts, is I love when artists show up and say, hey, hi. I'm like, bro, I see y'all. Like, we see your stuff. And for you to pop in and say hi, it means a lot.
Right?
Now look at that.
That's right, Daniel. I agree, man.
No, it is very true. We've every single podcast that Dale and I have, we will have, we'll have a hot little artist come in and go, hey, what's going on, guys? You just can't even hang out for a while. And it's just kind of cool. And that's what makes this community so cool, is that these guys are not untouchable.
That's right.
Yeah.
They're not untouchable. And Dale and I have got to be good friends with Ivan Tao, and he talks to you like he's your neighbor.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he doesn't realize how much of a badass that guy is. He's like, he doesn't even know how bad how good he is.
Right.
So
that's why I was talking to Dell before the show in the green room about logos and whatever, and he goes, oh yeah, I got a couple artists doing some logos. I was like, well, who do you got? He's like, oh, well, I got Ivan Tao doing one of my logos. I'm like, what did you just say to me? You have Ivan Tao doing a logo for you? Like,
what was that? Aaron just blew the exclusive. Thanks.
Aaron. I know, it's fine because it's nothing like serious. But yeah, I was gonna wait until I get I had On's working on one.
Well,
Ivan's working. Anthony,
relax.
It's live, so it's all good.
It's live. Thanks, Aaron.
And then I'm also talking to Martin to doing another one. Nice. So there's 4 great people that I know that great art. I'm like, oh, I can't wait
because Dell is special.
Oh, dude, Ryan. Dude, anyways, but when Ryan was here last year, right, on the show for doing the Markov, it was a random thing, and he got Daredevil. All he had to do was look to the left, boom, he got the perfect blank for it. Like, he has a whole setup of blanks. It's crazy how Ryan is ready for anything.
Yeah.
Anything.
Yep.
He dropped the Devil's Reign, a red cover, and there he goes. Like,
what day are they coming in? That's our other thing we've got going on. July 23rd. Is it the 23rd?
Something like that.
Yeah.
No,
Ryan
21st, 22nd.
Ryan Kincaid, Shannon Kincaid in house.
21st.
Clan McDonald Comics in studio appearance, guys.
really?
Get ready. July 21st and 22nd.
Friday and Saturday.
Friday and Saturday, peeps.
Where are you guys located?
Illinois, just outside of Chicago, about a half hour west of Chicago.
Okay.
So I was actually the job I was going to take was supposed to be southwest of Chicago. So unfortunately, it didn't happen. I was going to surprise y'all because I talked to a couple of people that I know over there, and I'm like, dude, I need a spot to stay at, and I know where you're at. So you know what? I'm going to surprise them and meet you at the office. But jobs fell through and didn't happen, so it's all good. But yeah, Ryan was saying that the guys were all mad. They were all mad at Ryan because Ryan, it felt like we rigged it so he can get a cool character. But no, it's like Ryan is Ryan.
Like
we need to do a rematch.
Hey Ryan, I'm going to see you at Denver. I'll see you at DenverCon, my friend.
Stop on me.
I'll stop by your booth.
There's
there's quite a few people. I'm looking for. Martin will be there. Ariel Diaz will be there. Ryan's going to be there. Mog will be there. A lot of people that we normally have.
Didn't you have like a sketch up with Mog as well, or didn't you?
Mog Park.
We did, yeah.
Vegas.
Yeah.
Yep, in Vegas, yep. And those turned out incredible as well. You know, first time sketch ops with a lot of new artists.
First one.
You know, it could be a first sketch op, or we could do the 17th sketch op with Ryan. But you know, the sketch ops always turn out incredible. You know, better.
John Yang is in the group chat too.
Who is?
John Yang.
Is he really?
Yeah, he's there.
No.
But yeah, John's another guy. Like you walk up to his booth at a convention and he talks to you like you said, like he's your neighbor or something. And it's just this. It's such a cool experience for Lurking. What's up? What's up, buddy? It's just this cool experience to be able to talk to these crazy talented people, just like they're your best buddies. You know, like people like Steve and I, and you guys with Ivan and whoever else. Like, we could pick up the phone and just shoot somebody a text, like these crazy talented artists, like I said, and you'll get a reply. Or, hey, can we do this? Yeah, you'll get a reply. Or you just call up people and it's crazy.
I'm fucking smiling just because you're talking about that. And then like Ryan just showed up and then John was just here. So I'm like, it's cool to have these guys there.
That's another cool thing. Like, I have people, I have artists hop in my Whatnot shows all the time.
Yep.
Ryan hops in my show all the time, or it's Shannon, and they just come hang out during the show. Ariel Diaz has been in my shows recently. She's actually bought a
bunch of stuff last weekend from us at Heroes Con.
In Heroes, yeah. Some art, a print, one of those Spidey prints.
Yeah, we had the Spidey prints triple signed, like the one that you have, triple signed by John Romita Sr., John Romita Jr., and the colorist Paul Mounts. And she picked up one of those.
Artist Manu Silva has.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, Manu Silva bought some art. Yeah, Manu Silva from Brazil popped in our show and bought 2 Danny Mickey pages.
Yeah,
original art.
Yeah, original Danny Mickey
It's just
pages.
Crazy.
What's up, Adam? Hey, Adam.
Yeah, all these guys are coming in late. Hey, John, when I come to your booth at the end of the month, don't ignore me, right? He's gonna be like, John's gonna be like, hey, Dale, nice to see you.
No.
I mean, like, it's Caesar John Jang, not Dell.
You should have the name tag. Have one of those.
I'm gonna have a name tag. My name is Caesar, not Dell.
Hi, my name is Caesar.
I love my little I've seen a lot of his work, but you haven't missed that much other than him showing his kilts one by one. Yes, he has quite a good collection. But no, real quick, we're just talking about how he started, what he's done, how he's growing, what cons are going to happen. A couple of stories here and there, how he regrets hiring Aaron, stuff like that. But but it's crazy how.
No, that's Sobo.
Oh, sorry. Quick question: did Aaron join the clan as a worker first, or as
careful how you say that? All right, careful how you say that.
He hasn't joined the clan yet.
The clan, yeah.
As a worker or a boyfriend?
So, super quick on that. COVID hit right after right before my daughter had quit her job of like 10 years as a florist to take a position in a wedding floral design studio. Quit her job. COVID hit. The wedding floral design studio then called Dana and says, hey, we're going to have to negate our contract. There's no way we can hire you. We don't even know what the wedding situation is going to be like, blah, 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 blah. So she had no job. So Dana came to work for me full time, literally the first week of COVID. And she's been with me ever since. She's my backbone. She does so much for the company. Aaron and she started dating, or already were dating at the time.
It was before COVID, yeah.
So right before COVID,
for the same floor,
for the same company. But then Aaron started coming in during our live streams on like Tuesday night, new release night, and just to help us out and everything.
Back when we used to do new release live shows till midnight.
Yeah, and just really had fun. But the thing is, and I commend him all the time, and I say his IQ, this kid is so fucking intelligent, and his memory is so insane. He has picked up on more artists and comic stories and comic books and everything in the industry in the last 3 years and retained it.
You're gonna make me blush.
That's the kicker. So a year ago December, yes. December, yep. I asked him to quit his job and come to work for me full time and run my company, and it's been the best decision I've ever made. He does an amazing job. He thoroughly loves doing what we do. He enjoys working with the artists as much as I do. He loves sales, and it shows. We play off each other really well when we do live streams together. It's weird because there's like different mixes. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like him and Sobo have their own show, yep. But when it's me and Aaron, it's just a totally different chemistry and a totally different vibe. Aaron and Colin have sometimes done shows. Yep. My son. But yeah, no, it was a great move on his part. So he's been here full time.
It'll be 2 years.
It'll be 2 years in December.
Yep.
Full time.
So anyways, yes, we did know each other before, and we met each other at the flower shop, and I kind of poached him here. And I was like, we need help. We need you.
So right now, to piggyback on that, who gets more attention right now? Does Dana get more attention, or does Steve get more attention from Aaron?
From me?
Yeah.
I think that's. Well, are you saying
who demands more attention?
Who demands more attention?
There you go, me.
Steve.
That's an easy answer. Me, right here.
That's a better way to. That's a better way to ask it and an easier way to answer it, man. I'm so I don't know. I didn't mention this at the beginning. I still have a full-time job. I'm in the electrical industry. I've been doing it for almost 30 years. I sell wire and cable and electrical components to electrical contractors for a living. I've been doing it for about 30 years. So I work every day. I'm at the shop at 6 a.m. selling wire and cable to contractors, and I leave there at 4. I come straight here and do my thing for a few hours here. And Aaron runs the whole show during the day while I cheat and do Facebook stuff from my work PC and sell at the same time. So I depend on him a lot. I bug him a lot. Hey, I need a promo for this. Hey, I need a promo for that. Hey, did you order this? Did you order that?
All day long.
Nonstop. I'm sure.
Know that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Me too.
It's a tough
joke. We're like, hey, we talk too much during the day.
It's a tough one to walk away from. I've been doing it for 30 years. I do have a set salary, doing what I've been doing for so long. And I'm not gonna lie, I have amazing benefits. And with everything that's gone down health wise in my family in the last 5 years, between my wife's cancer, my son's surgery, Colin, he's had both hips, surgery on both hips, his jaw had to be broken and straightened and fixed. And then my incident with my youngest son, Riley, I like those benefits.
Yep.
I love those benefits. My deductible is usually met in January of every year now because of Riley's, immediate, checkups for his heart and his ICD implant, everything with his heart now. So the benefits are tough to walk away from. I want to retire in the worst way, do nothing but this, but it is a tough nut to walk away from.
Yeah, it's you know what I like to tell people, it'll happen when it's supposed to happen.
Yeah.
Don't forget that, Burtis.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It'll happen.
Don't forget that, Burtis.
Dana's is the only one who scares us.
Hey James, thanks for the follow on Instagram. I just followed you back. Look at that.
Yeah, Dana's my little knee breaker. She's she don't mess around, man. Her and you know what? I relate Dana to Shannon, Ryan's wife Shannon. Those two are two peas in a pod, man. They don't fuck around.
Shannon, if you're listening, I love you.
They don't mess around. You fuck with their like with me, it's her daddy. With Shannon, it's her hubby. You mess with us with money or anything like that, Dana's.
I'll come for you.
She's on them like fly on shit, man. She don't mess around. I've never been yelled at by Dana. Daniel says, not yet.
Stephen, good thing Mima went to bed because with that mouth of yours.
Yeah, she's
used to it.
She's used to that. Yeah, she's used to that. Dana's mouth is worse than mine. Are you kidding me?
Every other word is a curse word usually.
Dana heads the Clan McDonald collections arm of the business. She break a young knee.
Been for 28 years. Yeah, you have to. I have my full-time job, and I don't get paid doing this, right? But it's good to have fun and do other stuff, and I have my full-time job.
Yeah, we all have full-time jobs. Yeah. I'm lucky enough to work from home, so I look at this all day, on all night. So
yeah,
it's a nice little office to be in and be able to look at what I enjoy. Right?
Dana's scarier than Shannon. Hey, that's a real bold statement there.
That's a very bold statement because Shannon scares me, and I'm still good friends with her.
I take that as a compliment because I love Shannon to pieces, but sometimes she scares me.
I don't know. Shannon knows all that jujitsu.
Oh no shit, that's right.
That's right.
She's a black belt, man.
She'll literally kick your ass.
She will drop your ass.
When you go to a new job, it's not happening. Oh my gosh, I have 3 full-time jobs to be my own. You don't want to see Dana. That's what's going on. You have to.
That's right, Richard. Yeah, she likes pulling out the middle names when we get in trouble.
That's great.
So usually we try to keep these, and we've been trying to keep these shows for an hour.
Yeah.
Oh,
but
dude,
it always no. Every show it happens where we're having a good time. We just don't keep track of time.
It's
right,
tough.
because we want to bring you on another time. We can continue talking.
For
right?
sure, man.
And
this was fun. This was fun, guys. This was a lot of fun.
I looked up. We're at 2 hours. I'm like, what already?
Yeah, you guys are. Listen. First of all, thank you for being here. Second of all, you guys are an absolute pleasure. You guys are the good guys of the community. You guys are one of the good guys of the community. That
Mima is still here.
Oh, there she is. See.
She ain't going nowhere.
And I'm glad you guys were able to make it today and show a little bit more of what you guys are and what you guys do, and first and foremost to plug away the goodness what you guys are doing with the cancer thing going on there. So it's good stuff, man. This is a good
Thank
night.
you. Thanks
Before
for
we
having
get
us,
off, plug up again before we
plug it up
get
one last time. Let's go.
Voices Against Cancer, guys. You can either go straight, just Google Voices Against Cancer on the internet, or make sure that's the donation link right there. We have an auction up right now, raising money by items that were donated by our customers and a few artists. And then we're taking as many possible items that you guys want to get signed. We can take them for you. CBCS facilitating. We can get them graded, or you're going to get a free COA from us. Okay. So please send stuff in to get them signed. Every signing fee that they charge is being donated 100% to the charity. So very honored to have been asked to be a part of that. John Jesperson invited me several months ago to take part in it. So we'll be there.
All right.
Real quick, honestly, I want to plug in this. I mean, we got to see this one more time.
There can be only one. That's it, baby. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much, man. We love you guys. Appreciate it.
Yeah, man. We'll see you we'll see you around.
Yes, sir.
We'll be on every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Central. Today was a little different because we wanted to make sure we had time for them because they have their own show every Wednesday as well. They have slab sales. They have live arts. Join Clan McDonald's signature witnessing. And what were you gonna add the last part with art? I know you have comics.
I got to figure out how to make that change because it is technically Clan McDonald comics and art and signature witnessing. We're gonna have to make some changes at some point because we have branched out so much into the original art field. So we're not just doing comics and signature witnessing anymore. A major portion of our business is art, original art, cover art, interior art, you name it, cover sketches.
Thanks, Adam.
So thanks, Adam. Appreciate you, man. So we'll get there. But yeah, please, everybody, if you're not already in our group, Clan McDonald Comics and Signature Witnessing is the name of our Facebook group. Ignore the one that just says Clan McDonald Comics. It's just a promo page for us to run the expensive meta ads every once in a while. That's all that is. You want to be a part of the group, the actual group.
Oh, I was gonna ask you before anything that you have some books right in front of you, Spider-Woman or Spider-Man. Are those your covers, your exclusive, or is it just something you're selling?
No, we bought into that. It's a Comic Kingdom of Canada exclusive.
Yep, Comic Kingdom of Canada. We're one of the dealers.
Flip the camera around.
We're one of the dealers that works with them. There you go. There they are.
So that's Don McTeague's first Marvel cover ever. Yep. ASM 27. We do still have a bunch of copies.
I got a bunch of trades, but we've only got 4 sets, I think. 4 sets of the trade versions.
So the trades are up on the website. If you guys are interested, go grab them. We are also facilitating a signature op with Dawn to get these signed.
You can add her signature.
You can add her signature right on the website right there. If you grab that book,
$15.
$15 for her signature. It is a gorgeous, gorgeous cover. Definitely recommend not sleeping on these guys.
I like that backdrop.
This is a stretched canvas that I got several years ago. John Romita and Alex Ross piece.
Yeah.
It's actually signed by John Romita Sr.
Yeah.
But the funny thing is, I picked it up for I forget, it was just a few $100. The biggest reason why I got it so discounted, and it's huge. It's like 24 by 40 or something. Yeah. Do you see these streaks on here?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This was in his laundry room. So he used to get splattered by water all the time.
Oh, I thought it was part of the painting.
So did I.
That's what everybody said.
So did I.
That's what everybody says.
You stand back and it looks like more smoke.
Smoke or webs or whatever it is.
Yeah. So, but yeah, that's the backdrop that somebody just mentioned that they saw on there. So anyway, thank you guys very, very much, man. We had a blast with you guys.
Anytime, man. Anytime. We'll have you back on for sure.
Sounds good.
Definitely.
Sounds good. You let us know when.
Sounds good. I'll always message you once in a while, so we'll get that rolling. That being said, thank you for the Comic Menu, Dale, Clan McDonald, and Caesar. See you next Wednesday. Well, next Wednesday we have the Comic Corner and D Sanchez. Just giving you all a heads up.
Nice.
Very cool. See you later, guys.